All right, 30-all. Putintseva serving to keep this break. All right, what's going on? Welcome. We've got Swiatek taking on Linette. Winner plays Eala. By the way, rematch for Swiatek or Linette because they both played Eala multiple times over the last couple of years. So, yeah, big match coming up for the winner of this match. We also got Chen taking on Putintseva right now. Chen's got a breakback point to get back on serve in the final set. All right, 30-40. Serve at the back end of Chen. Return is sliced, but long. And we get back to deuce. All right, Swiatek, Linette. Winner plays Eala. By the way, this match was supposed to start a lot earlier, but because of the two matches going a bit longer, it's starting a little later. All right, Swiatek to serve. Baptiste wins. Nice. Baptiste is having a good year. Putintseva gets to advantage. And Swiatek serves. I've got Swiatek in, I'm going to say straight sets, but I think we're going to have one close set. All right, advantage Putintseva, by the way. Swiatek serves the back end of Linette. Return goes to forehand of Swiatek. What is this shadow? Forehand rally. This is like a glowing light in the middle of the court. That's annoying. So it goes out by Linette. What is this light? Bright as hell in the middle of the court. What a shocking shadow. That is brutal. Putintseva holds. 5-3 final set. Winner plays Raducanu. Like that is so annoying. That you can't even see the ball. Completely blind. Back end of back. That's a blind spot. That's a massive blind spot in the middle of right in the middle of the court. Like you can't see where the ball comes out of that sun. That's crazy. How did that happen? All right, 30 love. I mean, that is a brutal shadow. Swiatek forehand to the forehand of Linette. Linette in the net. 40 love. Swiatek to take the first game of the match. Also love 15. Putintseva. Wins picking up, by the way. It's not just me, right? That shadow is horrible. First serve's a fault, second serve. Nice haircut, thank you. Appreciate it. I didn't do it myself. As a back and return from Linette. Into the forehand Swiatek. She puts it away. There's one love Swiatek first game of the match. Putintseva might have to serve for it. 30-15. As Chen with a great serve. 40-15. Putintseva is going to have to serve for this match. All right. Chen serves. Serves the fault, second serve. How many subs for a Manarino haircut? Never going to happen. All right. As Chen forehand up the line, slice from Putintseva goes out, and Chen holds. Putintseva is going to serve for the match, though. All right, Swiatek return goes long, 15 love. Poland guarantee a winner of this match? Yeah. Poland guaranteed a winner. 15 love. Serve it wide the back of Swiatek. Swiatek at the net, 30 love. Love. Serve again from Linette. You should have cut your hair to 300k. Ah, bummer. We should have come up with that earlier. Not cut my hair to 300k. That would have been something. All right, 30 love. As the return goes in the backhand of Linette. Backhand of Swiatek up the line. Linette gets it back. Goes short, and then Swiatek puts it away. I can't see the ball. When it goes onto that that deuce side on the bottom of the screen, it is blind. Like, you can't see the ball at all. But it's going to be temporary because in 30 minutes it's going to be gone. But that is rough. That is a tough ball to see. I cannot see it. Chad, can you see the ball? Go blonde at 300k? Nah. All right. By the way, put and save up is in trouble. 30-15. I don't know what the scoreboard's doing, but it's definitely not 15-40. WTA need to fix that. Put and save is serving the match. Take inspiration from Carlos. Bro, he's not blonde. 30-year-old Swiatek wants that early break. Put and save, it's a winner. It's 15 love. All right. 30-all as Linette serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the forehand. Swiatek. Return goes out. And it's 40-30. Swiatek 2 quick sets. We want the Eala rematch, please. Hey, Radvanska's in the house. She's coaching Linette. As Linette hits it long, and it's deuce. 30 love. Put and save up. 2 points away. All right, 30 love. Put and save serves. Into the backhand of Chen. Return goes wide. 40 love. Put and save is going to play her countrywoman Raducanu in the next round. That's a great pass by Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek. Eala Swiatek, Alcaraz Fonseca. Exciting matches. Oh, yeah. Crazy matches. And you know they're going to be night matches. There's no way in hell they're going to be playing during the day. Oh, Swiatek got a little lucky off the tape. As that goes out by put and save, Chen saves one. 40-15. By the way, winner of this ladies' match will play on Saturday. Sunday morning if you're in Australia. I think. Yeah. All right. 40-15. Put and save serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the forehand Chen. Chen hits it wide. Put and save wins. And she will play Raducanu, I think, tomorrow. Fights back from a set down. Also, Swiatek breaks 2 love. Solid start from her, but put and save gets a win. And she will take on Raducanu. Very different players. Raducanu, put and save, but both from Kazakhstan. So very interesting matchup. That one will be tomorrow. Hopefully, the schedule will let us watch it, but we'll see. I'm sure, you know what it's going to be tomorrow night? The schedule should be Fonseca, Alcaraz, followed by Raducanu, put and saver. That should be center court. Unless you put on Sabalenka at night, but probably not. I think they'd probably put on Raducanu, put and saver tomorrow night. Who's Sabalenka going to play, though? Sabalenka would play... Or if she plays Lee, they might put Sabalenka at night. Then Keys could play at night too, though. Osaka Gibson tomorrow night? I don't know. No, I think Raducanu tomorrow night against Put and Save would be a better matchup. Following or prior to the Alcaraz Fonseca match. Either way, that's happening tomorrow. Schedule should be coming out soon, and we'll talk about it when it does come out. All right. And merge the streams. Jump on over. If you want to keep watching this match. But great win for Yulia Putintseva. She comes back from a set down and takes out Chen, and will now play Rybakina tomorrow. But jump on over. We will be continuing the Swiatek coverage against Linette to see who plays Eala. All right. Swiatek leads with a break already. As with a forehand cross from Linette. Swiatek goes up the line, but it's wide. All right, 15-30. Oh, they said Sabalenka's playing during the day? All right, so Raducanu will be tomorrow night. Or they'll put Americans on, like Keys will play. Maybe Raducanu gets caught too. Maybe. All right, 15-30. He's got a forehand from Swiatek into the forehand of Linette. Swiatek hits it long. By the way, that sun has gone off the court now, so we can see now. It is this. Everything is fine. All right. Break points for break points for Linette to get back on serve. Swiatek serves. Into the forehand of Linette. Back in a Swiatek cross. Too good. 30-40. One saved. By the way, the sun is blinding on one side of the court. It's still there. The sun's still there. But it's just really... By the way, Chad, it's kind of wild to think that the sun is bright in Miami, but it's also bright in Australia. How does that work? Like, it's 9:30 here and the sun's up. But how's the sun in Miami? Anyway, Swiatek gets to do this. How does it work? I mean, let me use it. Hang on. So if Australia's here... and America's here. How the fuck does that work? Or is America here? Or maybe it's here. Yeah, hang on, actually. Yeah, okay. But how does that work? Science? Magic? I don't know. Like, what part of... Like, where is... Miami and Australia aren't close. How have they both got sun at the same time? What part of the world are they on? Like, how is the sun shining on both sides of the globe at the same time? Makes no sense. You know, it's Vanny's lens. How does that work? I need an image. I need to see a photo. How does that work? I need a picture of the globe with the time. I need to see an image. I need to see a photo. Anyways, Deuce. I don't get it. Anyways. Deuce. Now Swiatek gets to advantage. All right. And Swiatek with the forehand up the line. Goes long and we get back to Deuce. Oh, so we're in the crossover time right now. Oh. So as the sun, there's like a 2-hour period apparently between sunset for Miami and sunrise for Australia. Anyways, advantage Swiatek. So it must be like, we're here, and Miami must be up here, but the sun's coming from this way. So it's, And then Europe is like back here somewhere, and it's like pitch black. It's like dark. Nobody can see. Because the sun's... Deuce. Yes. Science. Anyways, deuce. Forehand return. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand from Linette. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. They're going forehand to forehand at the moment. Swiatek goes up the line and hits a winner. Beautiful shot. Advantage Swiatek to take the 3-love lead. So yeah, Miami have confirmed Friday night, tomorrow night, Fonseca versus Alcaraz. Session 8. Oh, so night, like obviously night session because it's tomorrow, Friday night. Idiots! Like what a stupid idiot I am. No shit, idiot. Like yeah, they said tomorrow night, so that would be the night session. Moron. No shit. We've lost it. Backhand goes wide by Linette. And a 3-love Swiatek. Yeah, tomorrow night is happening. All right. I wonder who else is playing. They've got to have the schedule come out then if they know that Alcaraz is playing tomorrow night. The schedule's got to be coming out. By the way, love that Tennis TV are hyping this shit up. I love it. Like, it is going to be the match that stops the world. Or at least the world's going to stop for that match. If you're not watching that match tomorrow, you're not a real fan. You gotta be awake for that. If you're not awake for that one tomorrow, if you're not here for Fonseca Alcaraz, that's a big match. That's an important match for the state of tennis. It's almost like a state. What do they call it? Like a town hall? No, like a State of the Union. Like that is it's a scout match, but it's like more than that. Like it is a compulsory. You must watch this if you're a tennis fan. If you're not a tennis fan, well, you should watch it anyway. But if you're a fan of tennis and you miss that match, then what are you doing? You better have a good excuse. It's more than a blockbuster. Because like blockbuster means it's like a great match. This is like super important. I'm not overstating this. This is one of the most important matches we're going to watch this year. Like this is a very important match. Just like Sinner Fonseca was last week. Like that might have been the match of the tournament, that one. You know, I know we Alcaraz lost to, Medvedev. That was a big match too. But Fonseca, Sinner was the biggest match of the tournament. Maybe Draper, Djokovic was, but not on the same level. That was good too, but not on the same level. This is like, everybody just stop. If you got a date tomorrow night, you got to cancel that shit. Go on Sunday. You go on your movie Saturday with your date, all right? Tomorrow you're busy. Friday night you're busy. We're watching Fonseca, we're watching Alcaraz. You can't be going out tomorrow night. But I got plans, Cam. Cancel them. You're busy. You can't be going out. Cancel gym day. Well, you can go during the day, but watch the match at the gym. Anyways, 15 love. Cancel all your plans. This is a must-watch match. You must watch this match if you are to prove your fandom. If you're a true tennis fan, you'll watch this. Priorities. No Tinder dates. No Tinder dates. The poster was fire. Oh yeah, I love the ATP. I love that Tennis TV are doing like match posters too, like UFC style. So good. I was planning on drinks. Well, drink on Saturday. Rain check. I'm sold. I'm not selling nothing. You don't have to be sold. You just have to do it. There's no selling. Anyways, Linette hits it out 15-30. Like, there's no sell. You just got to be here. Date night at the Swingers Club? How's that? That makes no sense. Does it? I don't know. What are you saying? Cancel whatever you're doing. Or maybe just stop what you're doing. Look, it's your life, but also, like, what are you doing? 15:30. I've already got tickets for Project Hail Mary. It takes precedence. Sorry. Don't be sorry. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. You don't have to say sorry to me. I feel bad for you. 30-0. I'm sorry that you're going to miss it. The poster's comments have some salty comments. Some salty haters. Stop glazing him, they say. Yeah. I mean, if those people are still bitching about Fonseca not being worthy of any praise, then they didn't watch last week and they're morons. So who cares? Like, those people are stupid. Like, if you don't think Fonseca's good by now and you don't believe that he is going to be a great player, you're an idiot. like, what more can he do? Like, does he have to win he wins a slam, they're going to say, but he hasn't got two. What? Like, come on. Anyways. Well, if you watched him play Sinner last week and you're like, he's not that good, is he? Then you have no idea. You have no clue. Anyways, Deuce. But we know that, Leon. We're the fans of we're like the presidents of the fan club. We're co-presidents of the fan club. We know. But anyone like bitching about Fonseca and, he doesn't deserve to be promoted. Shut up. Keep it to yourself. Forehand rally. Swiatek goes up the line, but it's wide. Oh no, it landed in! Hawkeye set in. Linette, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Advantage Swiatek. You know what the funny thing is as well, though, Leon? Is that those people that are like, he doesn't deserve the hype. If he loses to Alcaraz, people are gonna be like vindicated by that. If Alcaraz beats him, they're gonna be like, see? I told you. He lost. Yeah, he lost to the best player on the planet. The best player of this generation. Yeah, but he lost. Okay. Backhand return is a winner. 4-love. Like, you know that those people are going to say that shit. Fonseca's not that good. He lost to Alcaraz. Yeah, no shit, idiot. Everybody else has too. I'm defensive about Fonseca. Don't you come at me with Fonseca. You don't. We're not even talking about people in the chat. We're talking about people on in the sewer. Out on the sewer of that app that has a bunch of names. All right, here we go. Swiatek dominating, by the way. 4-love. You don't have to like Fonseca, but you have to. You can't say he's shit. Like, that's. You can say I don't like him. Okay. But to say that he's not good at tennis is a lie to yourself. You're lying to yourself at that point. I can't help you. You can be like, I don't like him. He's arrogant or whatever. I don't know. People have reasons. But you can't lie to yourselves and say that he's terrible. He's not good at tennis. So you can be good at tennis and you don't have to like him. You can't disrespect his tennis. That's just a lie. Like, crazy. But look, you can dislike him, whatever. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to like him. Anyways, Linette sliced that wide. 15-0. Make sure that if you are like talking trash about Fonseca, you got to tell everyone that you don't like him, and then everyone will go, okay, so you don't like him. Don't pretend like. Don't try and make an argument like he's bad at tennis. That's false. That is so false. 15-0 here. I think Linette's like 32. 34. There you go. Swiatek backhand into the slice of Linette. Swiatek comes in, puts it away. 30-15. By the way, chat, this might not be a great... Might not be great. I know it sounds weird. If Swiatek wins easily, that might not be good. I feel like she kind of needs a test before playing Eala. Like coming in off a let's just say it's going to be a straight sets 1 hour match. I don't know if that's a good match for Swiatek to get ready for Eala. Because Eala is going to be a lot tougher. And coming in off of like a cruisy match, and then you got to play that high intensity and that high. The level might not be super high, but like just that high pressure, because the pressure is going to be on Swiatek against Eala. This might not be a great thing for Swiatek. She might need a little bit more of a test in the second set just to get herself ready. Like this is not a good sparring partner. She needs a better test before the next game. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, getting an easy win doesn't... This early on as well. Like, okay, if this was the fourth round and it was a quarterfinal match against Eala, this match would be great because you would have already played a couple matches. You don't want to have a hard match. But this is the first match, and you've only got... Like, fitness is not going to be a problem in the next match. You need to be, like, at least go through a little bit of a test. Like, I feel like you need to have some sparring before you play Eala. This might not be a good warm-up for Eala. The bakery is opened, but it doesn't help her win another match. Well, yeah. The dread the Eala match has on eager fans. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're talking about the effect that Eala has on Swiatek more than we're talking about, Eala's game. I mean, the fact that she beat her here last year, she pushed her in Madrid. I mean, Swiatek's won 2 out of 5 sets against Eala, right? Eala's won 3 out of 5 of the sets they played. So, I mean, that doesn't help. It's going to be... Yeah, I mean, it's going to be mentally a tough battle for Swiatek against Eala. Game-wise, it's probably going to be interesting to see how the tactics are, but for Swiatek, it's a mental game against Eala for sure. And it's going to be rough. And if she gets an easy win here and then she gets pushed in the first... And she gets pushed in the first set against Eala, how's she going to answer that call? She's going to remember what happened last year and be like, whoa, shit, what happened? All right, 5-love, by the way. Also, all the Brazilians have left. Hey, happy Thursday. How you doing? All right, Linette serving to get a game. Stand this set. There's a return. Goes in the forehand of Linette. There's a bit of forehand now from Swiatek in the forehand of Linette. Swiatek with the forehand of the net. Linette. That's hard to say. 15-love. 15-love. $15-love. I'm going to default second serve. And the return goes into the forehand of Linette. Swiatek with a pass. Linette with a volley winner. Beautiful shot. 30-love. Fonseca and Alcaraz are tomorrow night. I'm not sure when. It might be this time tomorrow or a bit later. I'm sure it's probably going to be the second match of the night. I'm sure they're going to put on a Raducanu match on before, or maybe a Raducanu beforehand, or Keys. They're not going to put... I don't think they're going to put it on first. They'll put it on second. They're going to play that game where they put, they're going to put a less popular match first, even though, Keys is not unpopular. But, the match of the night, they'll put on second to draw the crowd early. At least if they do that, they'll be smart to do that. And this should be an example of why they should do that, right? I don't think they should. Anyone following Alcaraz versus Fonseca is not going to get the same crowd. They're not going to get the same love from the crowd like they would had they played beforehand. Everyone's going crazy because they want to see the next match. No, Raducanu is playing Putin Saber. Keys is playing somebody else. But yeah, if the tournament schedule should be like Alcaraz Fonseca should be the last match of the night. That should end the night. That should be the finale of the day tomorrow. Of the finale of the match, right? The match should be the last match of the day. Finish it off. Everyone's watching it. That's it. If they put it on first, then the match after that is going to struggle to get any sort of attention. If they put it on first, though, the match beforehand might get a little bit of crowd too. You know, at least that's what I'd be doing. 4-1 rally, but what would I know? I'm not a tournament director. As a backhand now from Swiatek into the net, 40-15. Yeah, matches yesterday were suspended due to rain, but we've made up for it today. They've caught up today, so that's good. We haven't had any interruptions today, which is good. There was fear that there was going to be rain, but that hasn't happened. 40-15. Swiatek gets it out on the return. 5-1. Swiatek will serve for the set. The crowd's going to be so hyped. Oh, yeah. Plus Friday night, a couple of drinks. People are going to be going crazy. People are going to have some fun. We're going to have fun. You know we're going to have fun. All right. Eala versus Swiatek will be on Saturday night. Do you think Fonseca has a realistic chance to win? I've always said this, and you can watch all the videos that have said this. I always thought that Fonseca would have a better chance of beating Sinner than Alcaraz. And I stand by that. So does he have a realistic chance to win? If Alcaraz doesn't play well, 100% he does. He's got the game to play that. He can play that level. We've seen him play that level. Is he going to beat him tomorrow? If Alcaraz plays good, I don't think he's going to beat him. Alcaraz is going to be a little too... Because Alcaraz's consistency has gone up so much. You know? So I don't think he can beat Alcaraz playing Alcaraz's game. I think he'll push Alcaraz. I think he'll make it interesting, but I don't think he beats him. Because Alcaraz, unless Alcaraz has one of those shocking days, which happens, right? He had a bad day in Miami last year. But I just think if Alcaraz plays like he did in Indian Wells, because again, Medvedev played really well in that semi. I think Alcaraz beats Fonseca right now at this stage. Also, you know, Alcaraz isn't going to come into this match thinking that it's going to be easy. He knows. He's played him in an exhibition. He knows what Fonseca does. He saw what he did against Sinner, right? He knows what to expect. So I think that he's not going to get caught by surprise. Whereas maybe Medvedev, yeah. Medi, by the way, I think caught Alcaraz by surprise. Alcaraz said he's never seen Medvedev play like that. He knows what he's going to get from Fonseca. And I don't think he's going to be caught out by that yet. Fonseca will get him eventually, but I think tomorrow, I think Alcaraz will probably get it done. But he's got to be sharp because Fonseca will make you pay if you're not playing like he did. If Alcaraz is not playing his best, right? Sinner had to play his best to beat Fonseca. You could argue that was the hardest match for Sinner for the tournament. Linette hits a 4-1 winner, 30-0. Like the hardest match that he had was that one. I mean, Zverev didn't put up that as much of a fight as Fonseca did. Do you think Eala can come close to Swiatek in the next round? Yes. I think Eala is going to be very tough for Swiatek in the next round. For sure. All right. Nice serve. Swiatek, 40-30. Swiatek serves. Into the back of Linette. Linette hits it out. There's the first set. 6-1. 6-1. Swiatek first set. All right. Six one. Let's talk about stats. Swiatek, 14 winners, 14 errors, 2 break points converted, and serving well, 3 winners and 10 errors from Linette. She had 3 break points, but didn't convert any of them. How's Coco's arm? I'm not sure. She said it's okay, but we'll find that out on Saturday, because Coco's playing Saturday. She'll play during the day, then we'll watch Swiatek at night, probably. Ooh, oh me. But yeah. All right. Well, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. What's still going on today? What have we still got for the rest of the day? How many matches have we got left? Hang on, what the hell is this? So wait, why is Virginia men's tennis signed? What is this signed Alcaraz and signed Hoda? What is that? He's not going to college, is he? Fonseca's not going to college. Because Virginia men's tennis, that's a college team, right? What the hell's that about? Or are they doing like some random ass like exhibition or something? There's no way Fonseca's playing college tennis. Right? I mean, does anyone else know what that's about? It's a promo endorsement. Yeah, but like from a college? But like what? Like are they playing for that? Like what? That seems so weird. That makes no sense to me. I don't understand why that is a thing. I don't understand the college system very much. So, but like what? Oh wait, okay. I think I know. I think that they were both signed to that college team, but Fonseca never played. So that's what I say. Is that what it is? They were both signed, but I think that's what it is, right? They were both on the team, but they didn't play. Sorry, Hoda played. Fonseca never played, I think. But he was recruited by them. So that's his... They're claiming him, I guess, because, he played for them. I think that's the situation. That makes sense in my head. Anyways, Swiatek backhand goes wide. It's 40-15. All right, 40-15. Mickelson Bellucci's about to start over on center court. What else we got going on? Just having a look here what courts have finished. So that court's done. Tabilo, where's that? Okay. All right, Linette holds 1-love. Kecmanovic, okay, they're on now, so that court's almost done. By the way, they did a great job at catching up the schedule today. After the rain delay, or the rain yesterday, they've done a really good job at catching up today, which was, always going to be a challenge. But they started an hour early, and I mean, it's not even nighttime yet. They could play more matches. And I forgot yesterday that center court wasn't being used. So yesterday they had the benefit of the extra court, which I thought, because I was thinking, how are they going to play all these matches? But it made sense after they, because they had the center court as well. They could add to the schedule, so now they got extra court. So that matches. They've got 2 matches left. They've got 1 match left. All right, 15-love. Swiatek. All right, so we've still got some matches left. Tabilo, Comasanya, Nava, Mahach. Have they started? Oh, they're on now. Kecmanovic, Myshak, Yastrzemski, Kruger, Ruse versus Rujic. That's too hard to... We're not watching that. Jones, Fruhvirtova, Brady Stevens, Andreeva, Kessler. Okay. I mean, I don't know if... I think it would probably be done for the day after this, but... Eala Swiatek will be on Saturday. All right, 30-love. Seven to the backhand of Linette. Swiatek backhand to the backhand of Linette. Up the line is good. Swiatek's there with the forehand to the backhand of Linette. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Linette with the backhand wide, and it's 40-love. Love. As we default second serve. All right, 40-love as that goes out by Linette. It's 1-all. Can you do the Andreeva game? We'll wait for the schedule to come out. By the way, chat, I wish tennis would do more like posters. Like, I know tennis is over so quick, so it's hard to do like hype up posters and, advertising for that. But man, I would love it if like the ATP and WTA and Grand Slams did posters like they do with boxing. That'd be so cool. Or UFC, like that'd be so sick. I know it's pretty hard to do because there's just so much going on, but that'd be so much fun. Do not like a poster for the tournament. I'm talking about matchup posters. Not like we got a Wimbledon poster. No. I'm talking about like Alcaraz versus Sinner, like poster for Wimbledon. Like that kind of stuff. They could do it. They just have to hire someone to help out. And I don't want to hear anyone say those two letters. I want to hear those two words. Don't say it. 30 love. Is it a 4 now winner from Linette? 40 love. Ah, 40 love. Good hold by Linette. 2-1. 2-1. Linette leads the second. 1 second chat. Ah, 2-1. We used to watch more Swiatek now, but Cam has a crush on Alex, has taken over. Yeah, Colin, you don't come here very often, do you? Because we watch all Swiatek matches. 4-1 winner down the line from Linette. Love 15. Okay, you don't, not true at all. Exactly, Brent. Like, you don't come here very often. Like, bro, you got to be here more, Colin, mate. You're not here enough. We probably just watch Swiatek at a time that you're asleep or something. But we watch all Swiatek matches. you gotta come here more often. You think we watch all Swiatek matches. You know that, except for that one time where she played like Switzerland in the Billie Jean King Cup, and there was 4 other things happening. I think that's the only time we haven't watched Swiatek. Eala wasn't playing that day. We didn't even know who she was at the time. All right, ace out wide, 30-15. 30-15. Swiatek serves a fault, second serve. Second serve, Swiatek. And it's 40-15. All right, 40-15. There's the backhand long by Swiatek. 40-30. I remember the outrage when we did miss that match. I don't. I don't think anybody remembered. All right, serve out wide the backhand of Linette. To the back of Swiatek. Linette with a 4 on the stretch. To the back of Swiatek is Linette backhand cross. Swiatek gets with the backhand into the backhand of Linette on the stretch. Linette in the net. And it's Swiatek with the game. All right. Two all. All right, 2-0. As we return now from Swiatek to the forehand of Linette. Swiatek backhand to the forehand of Linette. And Swiatek forehand goes out. 15 love. As we default from Linette, second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Linette. Linette in the net. 15-0. All right, 15-0. As Linette serves a fault, second serve. As Linette serves again. By the way, Dutchy, where's the schedule at? Have you not finished it yet? We'll be getting that schedule out soon. All the matches are done. Where the hell was that schedule at? 15:30, by the way. That goes out by Linette. It's 15:30. Miami slacking again. Yeah, what's going on? Backhand cross court goes wide by Swiatek, 30-0. 30-0. This match is like watching the scenery on the train you commute to work every day. Yeah. You're saying you've seen this match before. Okay. This feels like a routine match. Is that what you're saying? 30-0. Sunday is Wim Fize's birthday. Well, happy birthday. Hopefully the chat doesn't fire you. At least Swiatek won't be playing on that day. She'll be playing on Monday. Or not at all. Depending on the result. But at least he won't get fired on that day by the chat. 40-30. At least he's not in jeopardy of losing his job to the chat. I'll tell you though, if she loses to Eala, then Sunday might be a tough day. Happy birthday, Wim Fizette, and people are going to lose their minds. All right, return the net by Swiatek. It's 3-2. Swiatek won the first, but the net is up, leading in the second. All right, 3-2. Myshak back in the game. Okay, nice. All right, Linette keeps in front in the second set. Chat, what happens if Fonseca beats Alcaraz? What's going to happen? What happens next? I know, I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking. All right, 3-2. Shit's going to get crazy. All right, 15 love. Lovely hitting by Swiatek. All right, 15 love. As Linette hits it long, and it's 30 love. What will happen? He'll move on to the next round. That is true. That is correct. You're right. That is true. All right, 30 love. All right, 30-15 as Swiatek looks to level. I don't think that Swiatek will win another slam. Really? Okay. She's only like 24, though. She literally won one of the last 3 slams. You sure? She literally won 3 slams ago. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's a lot. That's a very definite answer. I don't think. Well, maybe that doesn't sound definite. You sound unsure. You don't think. You're like, I don't think so. Doesn't sound like she will not win a slam. I think she will. Nay, she will win a slam. She will win another slam. She's too good not to. Maybe if she's 30 and she hasn't won one, I'll question myself, but she's not. She's too young to not have a chance of winning another slam sometimes in her career. She's literally got a chance, like 20 more slams in the next 5 years to get one. She's not going to win one of the next 20. Come on. Who's going to take her slams? Raducanu, Gauff, Sabalenka. Come on. Anisimova, Andreeva, she's going to get one. At least one. At least one. I think she'll get more, but at least one. Are you talking about Swiatek? Yeah. Swiatek will win double digit slams. I still believe that. All right, return goes in the forehand of Linette. Linette puts it wide. Love 15. As Linette wins the point, 15-all. Andreeva will get 25 and Jovic will get 5. Okay. Greg, this is wild. 15-all. As the return goes into the corner of Linette. Linette goes into the corner of Swiatek. Now Linette backhand. As they go backhand to backhand. And Swiatek goes up the line. Linette forward cross court. Great shot. Swiatek gets it but overhits it. 30-15. Great hitting by Linette. 30-15. As the return goes front of the net. To the back of Swiatek. Swiatek in the net. 40-15. Radwanska is there watching. She's coaching Linette. All right, 40-15. First serve the fault, second serve. Linette serves again. Double fault. 40-30. $40-30. 1 hour's played, by the way. The winner plays Eala, who won earlier today. $40-30. As the return goes into the back end of Linette. Corner from Swiatek goes wide, and it's 4-3. Linette keeps the lead in the second. All right. All right. How are we doing, chap? Hanging in there. It's been a long couple of days. Yesterday was a long day with no tennis. Today was a long day with a lot of tennis. It's been a big time. And then tomorrow is going to be crazy. I can't wait for this schedule. I'm really interested to see how the schedule looks. I slept 3 hours after Eala match and I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Looking forward to the upcoming matches, yeah. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what I know we got Alcaraz tomorrow night. I want to know when. But also I want to see what else we got tomorrow. I mean, I can make a guesstimation of what else is on tomorrow. Sabalenka Lee will be tomorrow. We could have Stevens, Brady, winner plays Zhang, so we could have an interesting match there. Raducanu, Putin Saber. Osaka Gibson's definitely on the radar. I know we don't watch Aussies, but I'll make an exception. On the men's side, not Sinner. Alcaraz Fonseca. Kwame versus Lehechka might be on the radar. Opelka Draper's interesting. Bublik Berrettini. Tsitsipas Demonor. Where did that come from? That's a sneak. We might have to watch two. Actually, no, I don't want to watch that. We can't watch two Aussies. I'll lose my mind. I can't watch two Aussies in one day. That's too much. We did that, and it didn't end well. We'll see what the schedule looks like. Wait for the schedule. All right, backhand return. To the backhand Swiatek. Linette backhand to the forehand Swiatek. Into the backhand of Linette. Swiatek forehand winner. 15 love. All right, 15 love. All right, first is a fault, second serve. Swiatek serves again. Into the backhand of Linette. Turn goes long. 30 love. By the way, chat, every match we've watched today has gone 3 sets. Just saying. We watched 4 matches. They've all gone the distance. Just an observation. I don't know if that means anything. Just saying. 40 love. 40 love. Cam just cursed Swiatek. Hey! There's no such thing. Curse. What curse? No such thing. All right, forehand into the backhand Swiatek. Linette forehand goes wide. 4-0. All right, back to Linette. The Dimitrov match was Sinner. Yeah, such a shame, though, for Dimi to lose. That's a painful loss. Losing that way sucks. All right. Let's go to backhand to the forehand of Swiatek. Linette with the forehand goes long. Love 15. All right, love 15. Good serve down the tee. Swiatek in the net on the return. 15-all. What are my thoughts on Kwame? I haven't watched him. All right, 30-15. All right, as that goes out by the net, 30-all. But yeah, I haven't watched enough of Kwame, but I'm excited to see him. We might watch him tomorrow if the schedule plays out. I'd love to get a watch. I'm a bit worried to watch him now, though, because I don't want to watch him after he was cramping. He barely got through today. I don't want to watch him if he's not firing, like fit and firing. So if we do watch him, if we watch him tomorrow, go into that mindset of going, he might not be at his best because he just came off a marathon, but still probably worth a look if we can get a chance tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited. I think that's another. I think he did something that only Rafa and somebody else did. Like, he's one of the youngest players to win a 1,000 match ever, which is crazy. So he's definitely got something. So yeah, we'll try and watch him tomorrow if schedule plays. 40-30, by the way. Linette to keep in front. And Swiatek return goes to forehand of Linette. Swiatek forehand into the forehand again of Linette. And Linette hits it long. We get the deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right, serve again. There's Linette. Great serve. Advantage Linette. There's a bit of fault from Linette. Second serve. Seems level-headed. Yeah. I haven't even watched like an interview of him or anything, so I got to do that after this match. All right, advantage Linette. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Linette. Swiatek forehand goes long, and Linette goes to 5-4. All right. Linette is leading. 5-4 in the second. All right. Good looking matches tomorrow. Yeah. Just need that schedule. Just need that schedule. Where's that schedule at? He talked about getting a text from Djokovic after he won. Oh, that's awesome. I love that Nole does that, and I love that. I don't love that people don't talk about it enough. How Djokovic, he doesn't have to do that. Novak doesn't get any credit for that. He doesn't get any credit for encouraging the youth. He's been doing it for years. Some would say more than the other two guys. I mean, I think that Spanish tennis definitely get a lot of love from Rafa, but I don't know how many Rafa's competitors got love. Not saying that he had to. Again, Djokovic doesn't have to do this. Djokovic doesn't have to congratulate anybody. They're all his competitors at the end of the day, but he does it anyway. Nobody gives him credit for that. He doesn't talk about it because he doesn't seem the kind of guy to do that. But yeah, he deserves so much credit for that. Because again, how crazy is that? As a 17-year-old who wins their first match, you get a message from Novak Djokovic saying congratulations. That's crazy. But again, Djokovic doesn't owe anyone anything to do that. It's not even a Serbian player; it's a French player. But again, Djokovic deserves so much praise for that. For just that. That just is ridiculous. You don't have to do that. Does it anyway. Brilliant. And how great for Kwame to be congratulated by the by the greatest of all time. Just said, oh yeah, congrats on that match that you won. Novak Djokovic was watching his match. That's incredible. That is incredible. Why the Eala game lasted more than 3 hours? Because Sigmund plays a long tennis match. By the way, rain has started a little bit. So we've got a little bit of a delay. The court just is a little bit wet. They're just drying it out. Not rain, it's more just a little bit of a sprinkle. No, there's no rain. Just a slight delay. I'll tell you what, perfect timing for Linette. Because Linette now can can have a chance to put some pressure on Swiatek's serve here. Yeah, Raducanu withdrew. Yep. All right. Here we go. Swiatek's going to serve to stay in this set. Rain all week for us too. Started Monday evening, yeah. We had some rain over the weekend, I think. Was it rain here? Maybe it was on Friday. That was on Friday. Went to the footy. Saturday, maybe? I think it rained on Saturday here. All right, 5-4. As return goes to forehand to Swiatek. Backhand from Linette goes short. Swiatek with a forehand into the forehand of Linette. Swiatek goes up the line. That's a good shot. Linette gets it back. Swiatek backhand again. The backhand of Linette. Into the backhand of Swiatek. Linette with the backhand on the stretch. Goes short. Swiatek forehand cross-court winner. It's 15-love. Too good. $15-love. All right, 30-love. Good serve. $30-love. There goes the net by Linette. 40-love. $40-love. Serve to the back of Linette. Linette in the net. That's 5-0. Swiatek holds. And Linette will serve again. Five all. All right, Linette with the fault second serve. All right, forehand goes up the line to the back of Swiatek. Backhand from Linette to the forehand of Swiatek. To the backhand of Linette. Swiatek backhand goes into the Linette forehand. Forehand to forehand now as Linette goes up the line for a winner. Beautiful winner. 15-love. $15-love. Will Eala still lose points next year if she successfully defends her semi-final bid? Yes. Every year you go back to a tournament, your points are at risk of losing points. Every time you do successfully 1 year. It doesn't matter if you win 2 in a row. The third time, you still got to defend it. You'll forever have to defend those points. Even if she matches her semi-final from last year, then she got to do the same next year. She's got to keep doing it the same thing. Once you earn the points, you got to defend the points. Backhand winner from Linette. 30-love. As a return from Swiatek's a winner. That's just too good. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. There's a fault second serve. All right, it's a return. Goes back to Linette. Linette goes down the line wide. 30-all. Yeah, Linette made a semi-final of the Australian Open. Yeah. It was like 2023, I want to say. $30-all. Served on the tee. Swiatek return goes long. 40-30. If Eala makes the semi, she'll retain her points, not make points. The only way you can make points is if you do better than you did last year. That's the only way you'll gain points. But the good thing for Eala is if she doesn't gain points this week, she has the entire clay season to try and make up points. Because remember, last year on the clay, she didn't do great. So there's a lot of opportunity on clay for her to make up points because a lot of the time she didn't, she lost the first round. So, yeah. So she might not gain points this week, but there is an opportunity to gain some points on the clay. French Open, she lost first round. I think Madrid and Rome, she lost early. So there is some opportunity there. If she needs, if she doesn't do well here. All right. We get the deuce. Linette is in trouble. As a return goes the net by Swiatek. Advantage Linette. Advantage Linette. Good serve. And the return goes in the backhand of Linette. Backhand of Swiatek. Linette backhand. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Linette just defending. Swiatek forehand again. The forehand of Linette. Swiatek forehand in the net. And Linette leads 6-5. Keeps the lead. Swiatek's going to have to serve to get to a tiebreak. All right. If you do the same as last year, you retain points. Yes. If you replicate the result of last year, you only retain. Yes. Correct. All right. Swiatek will serve to get us to a tiebreak. Definitely harder draw for Eala unless the great players along the way will not play that well. Yeah, look, it's a tough draw for everybody in this section. You got Swiatek, you got Linette, you've got Mukova, you've got Towson, right? Osorio, Bolter. By the way, I think Eala's played a lot of those names. Maybe I don't think she's played Mukova, but she's definitely played Osorio this year. She might have played Bolter last year. I think at the end of last year, she might have played Bolter. She played Towson. She played Swiatek and Linette multiple times. So, a lot of those names are becoming familiar to Eala, which just shows, 12 months ago, she hadn't played any of them. I think maybe she played Linette. That was it. End of last year, she beat Bolter in Hong Kong. Bolter was injured, but still, she did beat her and then lost to Mboko. But yeah, I think Mukov is the only one that she hasn't played of that group. She played Towson in the US Open, Osorio in Philippines. She played Linette this year. She played Swiatek last year twice. And I think she played Bolter. So yeah, Mukov is the only one she hasn't played in her section. So that's interesting. Towson, the Danish player, not Townsend. Towson. All right, Swiatek serving to get to the tiebreak. All right. Love 15. As with a serve. A fault from Swiatek, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Linette. Swiatek backhand into the backhand of Linette on the stretch. Swiatek forehand, open court. Oh, it just missed. Love 30. Chance for Linette to steal the set. Why does it rhyme? All the time. Love 30. Love 30. That's a bit of fold. Second serve. As the return goes out by Linette, 15-30. The ball is round. Correct. Nailed it. 15. The ball is round. 15-30. Swiatek serves. A fault, second serve. Ooh, double fault. Okay. Linette's got 2 set points to take us to a third. $15.40. Serve to the back of Linette. Return winner. Wow. All right. What a return. What was that return? Okay. Swiatek is going to have to go 3. Linette takes the second. Steals it. And we're going 3. Again. For the 4th time today. Swiatek is in trouble. What a return. I smell upset of the year. I feel like I smell upset bigger than last year. What, this match is a bigger upset than last year? Nah, last year was bigger. Eala beating Swiatek last year was bigger upset than this. This is still an upset if it happens, but yeah. Cam, you jinx Swiatek to go 3. Shut up. Hey! Don't blame me. I didn't get broken. 9 winners, 14 errors from Linette. 10 winners, 20 errors from Swiatek. 20 errors from Swiatek. By the way, no break points until the very end. That 1 set point was the break point. That was it. The only break point of the set. And it was a break. And Linette won 1 more point than Swiatek. Which is interesting. Cam curse again. No such thing. All right. Linette will be serving first in the final set as well. All right. Jeez, what an effort from Linette. She just hung in. There was a couple of games there where she had to fight to hold. And she did. She held. Well, let's see if Swiatek can get it back. Even Radwanska, she loved that return. Linette, that was a crazy return, and everybody in the camp was like, "That was good. that was really good." That's funny. Great reactions. By the way, we've got Myshak up a break in the third against Kecmanovic for those Polish fans at home. All right, so Linette's just talking to the umpire. Tabilo wins. Nice. Linette was pissed off from that first set. About what, though? Oh, she's not talking to the umpire. She's talking to coaches. Linette's talking to Radwanska. I'm out here thinking she's talking to the umpire. She's talking to the coach. That's not the umpire. Radwanska's not the umpire. All right. Now Linette's going to the bathroom real quick. A rematch of Eala Linette. Well, yeah, I mean, both of these players have played Eala lately. Obviously, Eala would rather play Linette over Swiatek 1,000,000%. But yeah. Radwanska is. I don't think she's the coach. I think she's just the just a mentor, kind of like Safin and Rublev, like not the coach, but part of the team. By the way, if you went on center court today, you got your money's worth. Like, center court got absolutely treated today. 3-3 setters, and the night session hasn't even started. It was supposed to start 45 minutes ago. No, I mean, Andreeva's going to be playing at midnight tonight. It's getting late. It's going to be late. Because they've got to kick people off this stadium as well to bring in the night crowd. They're waiting outside. Yeah, Radwanska's more of a mentor, yeah. By the way, I said this at the start of the match, that Swiatek getting tested would actually help her against Eala, and I think this is good for Swiatek. If she wins this final set, 6-2, I think this has been a good test for Swiatek to get ready for Eala. Because if she came in against Eala winning easily, I think that would have been a bigger issue. So I don't mind this for Swiatek. I think this is not a bad idea. Like, this is not an idea, but it's not a bad thing. If she wins, it's not a bad thing. If she loses, God help us all. But I think if she wins, this wouldn't be the worst warm-up for Eala, because, Swiatek's going to have to lift. She's been tested, But she has to win this set at some stage. She has to win this set. Oh, we're still waiting for Swiatek to come back. All right. We're still waiting for Swiatek to come back from the bathroom. All right. I do agree. Otherwise, would have been too easy. Yeah, I don't think Swiatek would have. I think it would have been a harder match to follow up an easy win today. Would be hard. I mean, she's got a day off tomorrow, so it's not like Swiatek's going to be tired. But I think this is, if Swiatek can win this, then I think this has been a good challenge that should steel her for that Eala match. Having a little bit of a good sparring match is probably not a bad idea. Swiatek is back on court. She has to win this match, though. If this goes like to a tiebreak it's not going to happen now, but if this goes the distance, then this is not going to be a good thing for Swiatek if this is a long final set. But that's going to be a nerve-wracking. But if she can get this final set relatively easy, like if she can get through this final set, without much trouble, then that'd be a good thing. All right, here we go. Linette serving first in the final set. She's chucked on a jacket as well because it's getting cold. Cam is jinxing again. Hey. And doing nothing. All right. All right, here we go. As Linette serves. Out wide of the front of Swiatek. Linette backhand winner to start. Great start. 15 love. Over to serve again. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Linette forehand to the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek sprays it wide. 30 love. 2 sets, only 90 minutes. I know, right? These two aren't mucking around. All right. 30 love. As return goes to forehand of Linette. Forehand from Swiatek is a winner. 30-15. Is Linette cramping? No. $30-15. As Linette says, default second serve. Yeah, I don't think she's cramping. I'll keep an eye on it. Linette serves. To the forehand Swiatek. Linette with the forehand into the forehand Swiatek. Swiatek in the net though. 40-15. $40-15. Kecmanovic is terrible today, is he? Wasn't he winning? $40-15. As the return goes in the net by Swiatek, and Linette holds. 1 love in the third. Saw a grimace and squat at 15 love. It may be because it was a long delay between that and the last set and this set. Maybe there was a little bit of stiffness. Because it was probably like a 10-minute break. It felt like a 10-minute break, so maybe there was a little bit of soreness, like Swiatek soreness. All right. Pressure on Swiatek. 1 love. One love. Linette. By the way, chat, after this, I'm going to go for a run. Help me. Pray for me. Good luck to us all. 15 love. I don't even know if it's raining or what. 15 love. Swiatek says a fault second serve. Was the break too long between sets? It seemed longer than normal. No, it was normal, but just a break. Just a break at any point can cool players down and they can get sore. Yeah, it's sunny. The future looks bright. I'll be sure to take my glasses. 30 love. Swiatek serves again. Into the front of the net. Linette in the net. 40 love. As Linette hits the tape on the way through and gets lucky and says, sorry, but I'll take the point, please. All right, 40-15. All right, Swiatek holds 1-all. 1-all. All right, back to Linette. Oh, schedule's out. Schedule's out. Thank you, Gene. Schedule's out. Schedule's out. Thanks, Deb. Oh, okay. Putting Saver Raducanu after Fonseca Alcaraz. That's an interesting move. By the way, a lot of matches on tomorrow. What the hell is going on? Why are there so many matches on? Why are there 6 matches on every court, almost? Did I miss something? Yeah, so Fonseca Alcaraz obviously first thing. Well, that's tomorrow, but first match, that's weird. So we've got Gauff, Sabalenka during the day, Tsitsipas De Minaur at the same time as Sabalenka. Okay, it's actually not a bad schedule. There's a lot of good matches on not center court. Love 30, by the way. I forgot Nisimova's playing tomorrow too. 15:30. Oh, they're starting at 10. Are they still behind schedule, are they? Okay. We don't watch Aussies. I know. I know my rules. I made them up. But rules are made to be broken. We might watch an Aussie. All right. All right, 30-all. As Linette serves again. Oh, today's Friday, isn't it? That's Thursday. I thought today was Saturday. Friday. Saturday. Tomorrow. Double fault Linette, 30-40. Swiatek to take the break in the final set. serve. There's a fault by Linette. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Swiatek. Return goes wide. We get the deuce. If you don't like the schedule, blame Gene. No, the schedule's alright. The schedule's alright, I guess. I don't know why it starts at 10 a.m. though. That's what I'm a little confused at. Forehand goes up the middle to the back of Swiatek. Linette with a slice. Swiatek lets it bounce. Hits a forehand to the back of Linette. Swiatek backhand goes long, and it's advantage Linette. They are behind. Oh, they are behind. Okay, that's why. That makes sense. I thought they caught up today, but obviously not. All right, advantage Linette. First serve's a fault, second serve. Advantage Linette. As the return goes out by Swiatek, and Linette holds 2-1, final set. Townsend, Palini, second round. That's fun. All right, 2-1. Linette in the final set. Hey, they're rhymed. Again. All right. What is up with Swiatek in second set? It's like a curse. Yeah. Brutal, man. By the way, night session is getting pushed back. They are going to play late. Kessler Andreeva is going to start at fucking midnight. At this rate. Because they're going to kick all these people out. And then they're going to bring everybody in to then watch Mickelson. And then Andreeva comes up. Brutal. I'm pretty surprised that they didn't put Brady Stevens on this court. Like Andreeva Kessler, I get, but Brady Stevens, I would have thought they put on center court for the Americans. So I'm a little surprised that they didn't give that match up here. But whatever. They have their reasons. There's no curfew. That's only Wimbledon. Only Wimbledon. Nice postcards. Thank you. I mean, don't thank me. I mean, don't. I didn't. You sent them. Thank you for sending them. Oh yeah, winner of this match plays Eala on Saturday night. I think, probably Saturday night. Myshak wins. Nice. Andreeva might lose. Sleeping time for young Mirra. I think she's like 18 though, so I don't think she's like. I mean, bedtime for like. I mean that's like a kid thing. I think Andreeva is an adult at this point, so she doesn't have to go to bed early. I mean, I don't know when do you stop having a bedtime? Like, probably. I mean, I didn't have a bedtime at 18. There's no bedtime at 18. You grew out that shit at like 15. Yeah, 15. I don't know. Different rules for different families, I guess. 15 love. Return. Yeah, I can't play the night session. Why? I have to be in bed by 8. Mum said I have to be in bed by 10. Sorry, I can't play the night session. James Blake, sorry, I got to be in bed by 10. Mum said. Sorry. 30 love. Swiatek serves again. There's a 4-4 rally. And that goes in the net by Linette. 40 love. 40 love. All right, serve. Into the front of the net, backing up from Swiatek. Win up, 2-2. Two-0. All right, back to Linette. As Linette serves. A fault. Second serve. Serving the front of Swiatek. Great return. Linette goes up the line. Swiatek with the backhand on the stretch. Linette back in the rally. And Swiatek forehand again. The front of Linette to the front of Swiatek. Linette wins the point though. Swiatek in the net. 15 love. All right, 15 love. All right, 30 love. These two have played once already. They played in Beijing a couple of years ago. Swiatek won easily. But Swiatek was a different player back then too. 40 love. I mean, the first set of this match was exactly like Swiatek won the last match. Uh, 40-15, nice hitting by Swiatek. (40-15). As Linette serves again. An ace. All right, Linette holds. Stays in front in the final set, 3-2. Linette in front. I want to see what the crowds are outside. How many people are waiting for the night session? It was supposed to start an hour ago. They're not gonna be back. Like, night session's not gonna start for another hour, which means that I reckon they're gonna move a match. I reckon they'll move Mickelson. They can't do that though. They'll be robbed. Mickelson Bellucci. Like, Andreeva Kessler's gonna start at like 11 p.m. But they can't move a match because people are paid for 2 matches. So, like, what do? You wait for this match to end. Because they've got to kick everybody out, clean the courts, and then clean the stands, and then come back, right? Lucky Fonseca's not playing next or something. That'd be crazy. If this happens on tomorrow night, this would be crazy. Winner of this plays Eala, by the way. Mickelson Bellucci on Stadium. I don't get it. I mean, because of the Americans, yeah. I would have thought that they can't put Brady Stevens on, and because they want to put a men's match and a women's match. But in men's matches, I mean, why is he's the best American man today? Maybe that's why. He might be the highest ranked American men's player today. That's probably why, right? I'm looking around. There's not too many American men that play today. They should have put Schweider and Comey on, because that would have been really interesting, but they didn't. Chapeau, no, he's not. He's Canadian. There's not any other American men they could have put on. Blanche versus Struff could have been on center court, maybe. They could have put Blanche on, but again, Mickelson's the top American of the day, so on the men's side. So that I could have put Opelka on, maybe. Opelka Borges could have been on, maybe. That would have made sense too, I guess. Anyways, love 40. What the hell? Hang on, what?
Cam, would it be more beneficial to the tournament if Fonseca won or Carlos won tomorrow? Both are big draws for the Miami Open, but who has more star power there?
That's a good question. Carlos. 1540. Good question, Anonymous. Thank you for the 2. I think it would be more beneficial for Carlos to have Carlos. I think. Anyway, it's 1540. As the return goes in the forehand to Swiatek. Swiatek in the net. Linette breaks. What are we watching? What are we watching? What is happening right now? Is this upset of the year? Maybe. Is it? But what is a Zachary match? Maybe. The Zachary match was more. Was that? I don't know. This is probably upset of the year. This is way more of a shock than Zachary. Maybe. Can't remember. How do I feel? How do we feel going into Zachary? It's this or the Zachary match. But then is it? I mean, this is probably more of a shock. This probably is upset of the year. I think. Let me double check that. What Swiatek can't hit a ball in. 15 love. Let me have a look and see what the odds were at the start of the match. Maybe it is. Maybe this is upset of the year. No, nah. Oh, maybe. Yeah, wow. This would be upset of the year. Linette was almost double what Zachary was money-wise for betting. Linette was a massive underdog. This is upset of the year. This is definitely upset of the year. If it happens. 30 love? This is definitely upset of the year. Not even, I mean, I thought maybe it's because the Zachary head-to-head's a bit closer, but this is like, I mean, Swiatek demolished her last time they played. So this is definitely upset of the year. Double fault, 30-15. If it happens. I mean, we were literally talking about Swiatek Eala when Eala won. Forgetting that Swiatek had to play. We're already talking about that match at length. Before this match had even begun. So, I mean, this is huge. This is upset of the year. This might be upset of the year for the whole damn season. Men's and women's. I don't even know how it comes close unless we get some random ass qualifier beating Sabalenka, but this is a crazy result. Swiatek return winner is 30-all. It's not over yet though. Cam, stop talking. It's my job. If I stop talking, then it'll be awkward. If I stop talking, then what are you going to watch? What are you going to watch? Yeah. All right, 30-all. I mean, you're just going to be bored then. Swiatek Linette with a 4-hand winner. 40-30. Linette to go to 5-2. What? 40-30. Serve. Swiatek return goes long. 5-2 Linette final set. What are we watching? What is going on? Swiatek's only down one break, but it feels like a long way away from getting back on serve. We are a long, long way away from Swiatek leveling this match. All right. Linette is one game away from getting a massive upset and a massive result. By the way, this might be one of the best wins Linette's ever had. Like, we're talking about how Swiatek upset of the year, but like Linette's best win ever? Maybe? Number 3 in the world? No, Linette beat Barty. Oh, it wasn't a win, though. It was a retirement. She beat Coco in Miami last year. Why are we talking like this is so weird? This would be her probably her best win, because I think Coco is susceptible to losses. This would probably be her best win ever. Because she was demolished by Swiatek a couple of years ago. And she did win against Gauff here last year, but this might be her greatest victory ever. By the way, Linette also beat Pegula at Cincinnati last year, who was number 4 in the world. She beat Garcia in the Australian Open, who was number 4 in the world back in 23. So she has had wins at big tournaments. She beat Svitolina at Wimbledon in 21. But this might be the best win of her career. This is probably the best win of her career. 5-2. Swiatek serving to stay in the match. Serve. There's a fault. Geez, Swiatek is like trying to fly into these serves too. She is putting all her weight into the serve. It's not working. It's like a lack of power. I wonder if Swiatek had different rackets for the match. Like different tensions, because this has turned into a night match. She was supposed to play during the day. Everything got pushed back, and I think Swiatek might be struggling with the conditions. Going from day to night. Not expecting it to be a cold night match. As that goes out by Linette, 15-love. We didn't really factor that in until right this moment. 15-love. Swiatek serves again. First serve is a fault, second serve. Serve to the back of Linette. Back in out from Swiatek in the net. 15-0. What's her ranking look like, Swiatek? So Swiatek right now, if Gauff wins the tournament, will be number 4. So Swiatek still could be number 3 for a bit. Like unless Gauff wins the event, Swiatek's still going to be number 3. But it definitely makes things tougher. As you age, you become slower. Swiatek's 24. I would hardly think that was old age. Anyways, backhand to backhand rally. Linette with a backhand slice from Swiatek. Swiatek in the net, though. Linette's 2 points away from the upset of the year. 15-30. And to play Eala. That's also on the cards. The winner of this plays Eala. 15-30. Swiatek serves. To the backhand, Linette, who hits a winner. Match points for Magda Linette to beat Swiatek in 3 sets. And play Eala in a couple of days. The Eala fans are thinking this is the best thing ever. 15-40. Serve out wide the forehand of Linette. Return goes forehand to Swiatek. Linette forehand. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Linette can't get that one. Saves 1. 30-40. 1 saved. Still match point for Linette. Swiatek serves. Into the forehand of Linette. Return. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Linette. Forehand cross. Goes long and Swiatek survives. Deuce. We get to deuce. Remember, it's only one break. Deuce. As the return goes wide by Linette. It's advantage Swiatek. Advantage Swiatek to get Linette to serve for the match. Serve. Into the forehand of Linette. Swiatek backhand to the backhand of Linette, who goes up the line for a winner. And it's deuce. All right, we get to deuce. We get to deuce. And Swiatek serves. To the forehand of the net. Good return. Swiatek goes up the middle. Linette's there with the backhand. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Crossed into the forehand of the net. Swiatek. Inside our forehand winner. Advantage Swiatek. That's so much better by Swiatek. All right, advantage Swiatek to get Linette to serve for the match. Mirra is, she's snoring. She could not give a shit about this match. She is not a tennis fanatic. She's a reluctant listener. Advantage Swiatek. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve again. Into the back of Linette. Return goes out and Swiatek survives. 2 match points saved. Throws it back to Linette. Linette serving to take the win. What an upset this would be. Huge upset. Upset of the year. Not even close. Zachary was close, but not even. Not really. All right, Linette to serve. Swiatek needs the comeback. Serve. Into the back of Swiatek. Return goes in. Linette forehand cross. Swiatek slices it back. Linette comes to the net with a forehand. Winner. 15-love. 3 points away. 15-love. Beautiful shot. Nice haircut, Cam. Thank you. As Linette serves a fault second serve. All right, 15-love. As the return goes in the net by Swiatek, 30-love. 2 points. 2 points. Linette serves again. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Good return. Linette goes up the middle. Swiatek backhand. Misses. It's 40-love. Linette to take the victory. The biggest upset of the season. Zachary Swiatek is an honorable mention now. Serve. Into the forehand, Swiatek. Good return. Linette gets it back to the forehand, Swiatek, who hits it for a winner. That was crazy. How'd that go in? Match point saved again. 40-15. 40-15. Match point saved, but still 2 to go. Linette, 40-15. Match point number 4. Serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Swiatek return is a winner. 40-30. 40-30. Beautiful return. Still match point, though. Linette serves. Into the back of Swiatek. Return goes into the back of Linette. To the forehand of Swiatek. Linette. Forehand goes again. The forehand of Swiatek, who hits it to the forehand of Linette. Swiatek in control. Backhand cross court. Goes wide! Linette wins! That is the upset of the year. Not even close. Huge upset. Swiatek, I think, losing the first round of a Masters, or first match of a Masters in years. First time in years. And Linette's going to play Eala. So that's going to happen instead of what we all expected. No rematch. Not that rematch anyway. Linette did play Eala last year in Nottingham, I think. So it is a rematch, but it's not the rematch. What an upset. That is upset of the year so far. Like, how did that even happen? How did that happen? What happened? Chat, what happened? I wasn't watching. What happened? That's crazy. Swiatek leaves the court. I mean, I don't know what she does now. Play clay? I mean, get ready for like two. I mean, she's got extra weeks on clay. Warm up? I don't know. She got Billie Jean King Cup coming up. I don't know. Go clay. What the hell? I don't even know now. I don't even know what Swiatek does now. I mean, focus on clay. Get prepared. All right. Linette, too good. I don't know how that happened. I mean, it's a win-win for Poland, I guess, but, or a win-lose. I don't know. That was not even considered to put on my bingo card. And again, no disrespect to Linette, but she has showed nothing to do that. Like, that came out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere. She beat Swiatek out of nowhere. Like, how did that even happen? And now she's going to play Eala in a couple of days. I don't even know if that's going to be a night match now. We're thinking Swiatek Eala, night match, Saturday night, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if that's going to be a night match. That might be they're going to have to put her on center court, Eala, but probably in the morning? I don't even know anymore. This has changed everything. What the hell? I don't even know what the hell happened. Madness. But that's what a crazy way to end the day. I know there's more matches, but like end the day of streaming. Yeah, Swiatek lost points. Yeah, but yeah. The humidity? Yeah, maybe it's the humidity. I don't know. I mean, I think the conditions changing. I think Swiatek was probably planning on playing Linette during the day, and then this turned into a night match, which I don't think Swiatek probably wanted. Otherwise, she would have said, "Yeah, put me on at night," right? But it turned into a night match, and I think that might have affected things. I don't know if it's windy, but Swiatek plays well in the wind, so I don't think it's a wind. But yeah, that's huge. Magda robbed Eala of betting against Swiatek. I mean, Eala's the favorite, right? Going to that match. Pressure on Eala. Like 1,000,000%. Linette is legit. I mean, Linette has beaten Eala, so it's not an easy match. It's not like Eala's going to win easily. In fact, they played in Auckland this year. I'm thinking last year. So they played last year, and they played this year. So it's a rematch of Auckland where Eala won against Linette. So again, pressure. Eala should be the favorite. Nottingham last year, Linette got the win. But again, that was on grass, different surface, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, but I tell you, this opens the draw right up. By the way, when we say Swiatek tough draw, this is what we mean. Anybody who denies Swiatek getting a tough draw, what do you mean? Like actually, why is there a DoorDash guy? Not a sponsor. By the way, if Eala beats Linette, she'll play Mukova, Osorio, Bolter, or Towson in the fourth round. She, like, quarterfinal is there. I don't know who the tougher player. I mean, she doesn't want to play a Czech player, right? So she definitely doesn't want to play Mukova. But everybody else is fair game. Osorio was tough a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know. She'd probably like to get that one back, maybe. But yeah, this changes everything. Mboko, Andreeva, they get a massive boost from not having to play Swiatek. So the winner of that could be the semi-finalist. Anisimova and Coco, I mean, they can make the final without having to play Swiatek is huge. Gauff might be hurt. I don't know. I mean, Anisimova should make the final now. She's probably the favorite to make the final, maybe, of the top half, of the bottom half, maybe. I don't even know. I don't care about the draw. Swiatek should not be losing these matches. Oh no, she shouldn't have lost this. Like that was crazy. Swiatek, by the way, 49 errors, 35 winners, 22 winners and 31 errors for Linette. Yeah, Swiatek. I mean, Swiatek did not play a bad match. She actually won more points. She just didn't break, and Linette did. That was it. Like Swiatek shouldn't have lost that match. The errors definitely didn't help, but she was pretty good on every other stat. She should have won the second set. It shouldn't have gone to a third. That was the problem. It went to a third, and then that's when she was vulnerable, right? What the hell just happened? Didn't win the important points, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Guess I'm making a different video today. By the way, upset of the year, and not even close. I mean, we just looked at it, right? I mean, that was the upset of the year. We just watched. It's so weird because it feels so almost like low key. Like I'm not like no one was there, right? The stadium was almost empty. It was very quiet. After the first set, nobody was talking about this being an upset. It snuck up on us and kind of caught everybody by surprise. Turned out to be upset of the year. There was no indication that this was going to be an upset for Swiatek. It wasn't a dangerous match. It shouldn't have been a dangerous match. And it becomes the worst loss of her year. I mean, I don't even know what to do. Like, what happened? Like, that was the sneak. And it wasn't even like a big second. Like, had this happened in the fourth round, and it would have been upset. Everybody, but I feel like this is like under the radar upset. But it's upset of the year, so it shouldn't be under the radar at all. Like what the hell? Linette versus Eala is going to be on Saturday. Everyone just assumed that Iga would win. Yeah. I mean, after the first set, we're like, oh God, I hope it's close in the second. I hope it's close, because if Eala's going to play, Swiatek's going to play Eala, she needs a test. Okay, this is not what I meant. 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 Now she's like getting it tested, but then she loses. That's not what I meant. What the hell was this? This is not what I said. Pass the test, not lose. This is wild, mate. I would be very interested to hear what Swiatek has to say, because I reckon she's going to say she'll probably say something about the conditions. I reckon it was conditions, because the first two matches, and look, you could say like, oh, excuse, whatever. I'm giving you a reason what she might say. I'm playing guesstimations, right? Definitely, she won't say there's a curse. Definitely not. The first two matches went for a long time. And I reckon Swiatek was expecting this to be a late afternoon in the day. I don't think she was expecting this to be a night match. And I reckon that might have thrown her. And I reckon she'll say as much. Because she didn't play terrible. I mean, she didn't play great. But I reckon she was probably thinking, third match of the day, we'll be playing in the afternoon. But the fact that the first two matches pushed this match into the night, I reckon that affected Swiatek. Either her tactics were affected. Probably more importantly, her racket tension was different. She wasn't expecting it to be colder at night, maybe. She was expecting it to be a a warm afternoon match. Maybe humidity, but still not in the dark, right? I reckon she'll say all those things about the that she maybe just underestimated the conditions. Maybe she underestimated the opponent because she had destroyed Linette for the first 3 sets of their rivalry, and then she got destroyed in the last set. Oh, not destroyed, but she got beat in the last set there. What is this result? I'm still in shock. Yeah, what is this? What did we just watch? Like, what just happened? How did that happen? How did that happen? That was such a confusing loss. It felt like Swiatek was cruising, and that maybe she got a little unlucky in the second set. She just got a little bit. She got caught by surprise in the second, and then but she never came back. She never came back. That's weird. Like, what happened? What the hell just happened? Linette loves causing upsets here. Oh, yeah. I mean, she had a huge upset last year with Gauff. I think this is her best win ever. It's got to be the greatest win of her life. It's best by ranking, but also I think we underestimate, because we all just assume that, like, oh, you're from the same country, you must be friends. I reckon there's got to be a little bit of maybe not like a tension, but like there's definitely got to be a bit of a Polish, because for so long, between Radwanska and Swiatek, Linette would have been the best player for Poland, right? She would have represented been the Polish on the women's side, right? The Polish best, until Swiatek came along in 2020. So I reckon there would have been a few years where Linette was the top dog, and Swiatek came in and has been, she's been living in her shadow ever since. So to beat the best Polish player, it's just like, I mean, the Aussies, the similar thing. Like, if you beat Demonor, that's a huge, like, as an Aussie, you're like, oh, you beat the best Australian player, that's a huge deal. So I'm sure that Linette beating Swiatek is a little sweeter because of the country, versus, within the country kind of rivalry. Being like, okay, well, I beat the top dog from my country, right? So I reckon that's it. That's got to be Linette's best win ever. Her best win, she probably liked her. She thinks that's the best win ever for her, right? She'll probably say the same. Social media's in a frenzy. Yeah, social media's in a meltdown because what the hell just happened? Nobody knows what happened. Like, we're just confused. Like, what happened? How'd that happen? Can somebody explain to me what the fuck just happened? I'm trying to explain it. I don't understand. What did I just witness? Swiatek was on a 73-match win streak in opening matches since 2021. What the hell? And that was the WTA Finals, where she lost the first match in the WTA Finals. So that's what the hell just happened? Swiatek literally doesn't lose these matches. How does she lose the match the unlosable? She never loses these matches. 5 years. I mean, there's been a lot of bad firsts for Swiatek. First time she lost from a setup in a 1,000. Second, this is the second. Holy shit. Now she's lost 2 in a row from a setup in a 1,000. What? What do you mean? Sorry, not 2 in a row. Sorry, not 2 in a row. 2 in the year. My bad, not 2 in a row. 2 in the year. What do you mean? 2 in 3, 2 in 3 tournaments? She loses from a setup? First Doha, now here? What? Huh? And by the way, not to like Raducanu, not to Sabalenka, to players that she shouldn't be losing to. It makes no sense. Like Sakkari and Linette. If you told me at the start of the year, yeah, Linette and Sakkari are going to beat Swiatek, I'd be like, what? Where? How? Very strange. Yep, no rematch with the Eala. Swiatek does not play. I mean, silver lining, avoid that match, I guess. Avoid that situation. You don't want to, I mean, I'll tell you, if Swiatek had won this match, she wouldn't have beaten Eala. There's no way she would have beaten Eala. If Swiatek had come back and won this, I wouldn't have picked, I don't know if I could pick Swiatek. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like Eala would have beaten this Swiatek. I feel like this might actually be worse for Eala, though, because now she's playing against somebody she's expected to win against. This could be worse. Probably better to play Swiatek with the underdog status than play Linette with the favoritism. I don't know. Weird. Strange days. What happened? I don't know what the fuck happened, chat. How do we recover from this? Like, what are we doing? It's day what? It's day 3. What are we doing? This is too early in the tournament. What are we doing? This is supposed to happen like on Monday. Like, what are we doing? It's too early. I wasn't ready for this. Mentally, I was not prepared. Why is this happening? I don't know. I didn't do it. I'm as confused as you are. Do you think Swiatek should fire Wim? No. No. Firing the coach is not the solution. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. No, I don't think firing the coach is the solution. That's not going to... I don't think that was the problem today. You wanted to keep losing then? Shameless? Shut up. I don't want Swiatek to keep losing. I think the clay is the pivotal moment for Swiatek and the coach. I think things have to change if Swiatek doesn't... I think Wim, stop making for Swiatek for losing. Stop listening then if you don't like it. Block your ears or leave if you don't like it. I'm not making excuses. I'm giving you reasons. You don't want to hear them? That's your problem. I think you got to give Wim until after Wimbledon. You gotta give Fizette at least until after Wimbledon, because it's not fair to fire the coach that helped you win the tournament. That was maybe the hardest one to win for her. I think you gotta let him ride through until Wimbledon. If by Wimbledon she hasn't won a title, after Wimbledon, if the results haven't improved, then you have the conversation. I don't think firing him now or any of that is a good idea. I think you got to give him at least the respect until. By the way, it can't be his fault. He's changed her game and helped her be more aggressive or whatever. But she's the one missing she's the one making the errors, right? So it's not he can't play for her, right? So again, you got to give the coach a break, because they might be given the right. I mean, playing more aggressive is definitely a better strategy against the big hitters. But I think you got to give the team at least until after Wimbledon. If we get to Wimbledon and nothing has changed and she's having weird losses, then you got to talk, for sure. I don't think I think making this a big change before the clay is a smart idea. Why is it always the coach's fault? I don't know, because that's the easy answer. Fire the coach. All right. And then magically she gets better. All of a sudden she wins the French again. What if it doesn't matter? What if she doesn't make any clay semis? I don't think you're firing before. You don't change your coach before Wimbledon. Not when you're the defending champion. Unless you're like, I feel like a reset is not a good idea right now. If she was going to reset, it would have had to be, I would have thought, start of the year, or maybe after the Australian Open. Maybe. But I feel like doing a reset now is not a good idea. Before the clay, who are you going to get? Like, who's she going to get? And also, how are you going to defend Wimbledon with a different team? Like, I feel like for your own sanity. By the way, Swiatek's not known for firing coaches. She's been working with the same coaches for years, right? She keeps the team. Like, she's not one to go 6 months, 2 months, 1 year. Like, she is. She will probably give the. By the way, there's probably a contract in place where they're probably going to be working together for the year. If not, she has to pay. There's probably a contract where she has to keep him anyway. Like, there's probably that in there somewhere. I don't know how these contracts all work. They're all different. But yeah, Swiatek's not somebody who just like fires coaches because she lost, right? That's no shade to anybody, but like Swiatek has a track record of being with the same coach for years, right? She doesn't just change. Like she was with the same coach between where? Yeah, she was with the same coach for like 3 years as a junior, or around like before she became a WTA player, and then she was with Vicharovsky for 3 years, right? She's been with Wim Fizet for 1.5. So again, I don't think she's gonna. I don't know. I feel like right now, if she gets rid of him now, that'd be crazy. If she makes changes before the clay, I feel like that is. And because you got to remember as well that this chat, her results in this year, in fact, her results post Australian Open, that's been an issue on a hard court. She doesn't play hard court tennis until after Wimbledon. So, like, getting rid of somebody for your hard court results right now doesn't seem like a good idea. That's why I'm saying, like, okay, if the results don't improve, then maybe reset before the hard court comes back, right? Like, once we get after Wimbledon, if nothing's changed and you're still having bad losses, that's when you have a reset before we get back on the hard courts, which was the problem in the first place. Like, this hard court season has been a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, getting rid of him now, when we're not going to play any hard court tennis, we're going back to the dirt, or we're going to the dirt. Why would you, you know what I mean? But if you don't play well on the clay, which has been the bread and butter for Swiatek, and then you don't defend Wimbledon or you don't do well at Wimbledon, then you've got to think, okay, by then she's probably number 5 in the world, maybe 6. And then you press the reset button as we get back to America and do the hard courts again. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'd be doing if I was her. Like, you gotta give the team a chance to defend Wimbledon, I think. And I also think you don't make any changes before the clay. Like, don't start. Like, keep the team. Because who are you going to get? Who's available? Patrick Mouratoglou. Do you get him? Right? I mean, yeah, maybe. Do you get somebody else? Like, there's no one else. After Wimbledon, there might be some more coaches ready to, like, there might be more available. There might be other teams that have split, right? You know, maybe there's more opportunities to get somebody else. Cam is clueless. All right, bro, give me some answers then. Educate me, brother. I'm waiting. Hello? Can the guy who's really smart, can you keep talking, please? Take over, please. Hello? Oh, he left. Okay. Get rid of Daria. Oh, and she's part of the team, right? So when I say make changes to the team, you can say Wim Fizet, you can say the physio, you can say, I'm saying the team. Changing the team is stupid, right? Oh my God. So she's part of the team, right? Huh? Bro, you're not listening. And I'm clueless. You're not listening. Get out of here. This result is crazy. It's crazy. This has got to be a worse loss too. I mean, the Eala loss last year was shocking, but this one's like confusing. Eala was on a run though. Eala was on a run. So maybe you can... Linette wasn't on a run. This is why this one's so confusing. Carlos removed one person. Look, it's not crazy. Yeah, but that's different. He had a backup coach. Lopez was there as well. It wasn't just Ferrero and no one else. Like he had a bunch of stuff in place. Wim Fizet just should step up to his role and not give his place to someone else. Okay? What do you mean? Imagine if you put 100 on Linette. Yeah, you'd be a billionaire. Or something. I don't know. I can't do math. Fire the psychologist is a solution. Okay? And? What, replace them? Not have them? Well, how would that fix things? What happened? Okay, so you fire the psychologist, and how does that magically improve everything? How is that like the only solution? She starts making forehands. Like, oh, her errors went down because the psychologist left. Like, how does that doesn't make any sense? Oh yeah, we got rid of the psychologist, and now I only hit 2 errors today. Like firing Wim is it makes more sense. Because at least he deals with the tennis shots. The errors come from, he can tell her how to tactically play. I don't know look, psychology. Oh, now I don't have my psychologist. Yay! I can hit forehands again. Like that. Like I don't like. There's got to be a connection, but I don't see that. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, because I'm clueless. What would I know? Swiatek should start training with Osaka. Why? Why? Because Vicharovsky's there? What, so she could poach him? Come on. That's sneaky. By the way, chat, when I say reset, I'm saying like, if after Wimbledon things haven't improved, I'm not saying like, oh, she needs to get a new coach. I'm saying like, no. She needs to review the entire team. So yeah, that would include the psychologist. But I don't think just firing one person right now makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like at the end of Wimbledon, if her results haven't improved, you look at everybody on your team and you go, you're all up for review. Like that's what I'm doing if I'm Swiatek. I'm not just going, well, I need to change. I need my coach to change, or I need to do this. Like everybody's on trial, right? If the results don't improve, but I still think doing that now, before the clay season, is I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's a smart idea, because again, who you got? Why are you shouting instead of being confusing? I'm shouting because it's part of the. Okay. So just so everybody knows what's going on. This is the internet, and this is meant to be entertaining. So the shouting and the loud voices and the loud noises are part of the entertainment. It's part of the show, But it's also like I am annoyed, so a little bit of everything. But just so you know, it's not. I'm not going to go punch a hole in my wall, but I'm also like, talking to the chat in a loud voice. Loud noises. She just had a bad day at the office. It happens. But she's been having more bad days. That's the concern, is that Swiatek's having a lot of bad days lately. Rather than fire someone, she could add somebody. I feel like adding somebody would just be messy. If you add more people into the conversation and more voices, I think that's just going to be too much for Swiatek. I don't think she needs more. She doesn't need anyone else. By the way, this team won Wimbledon. She won Wimbledon with this team. This is not a bad team. Like, she won a Grand Slam with these people, right? So like, to be like, oh well, she hasn't done anything. It's like, that's not true. She won Wimbledon, literally the best tournament in the world, with this team. So it's not a total flop. And again, she shouldn't roll heads until after Wimbledon. It's more than a bad day. Well, yeah, it's been a bad couple of days, right? She's had strange losses. Today, by far the strangest. It started probably last year with Eala. When she lost to Eala, and we're like, what's going on? What happened? How'd that happen? Little did we know that Eala also can do that to a lot of players. But at the time, it was like, hang on, how did Swiatek lose that match? That's strange. And then this one come full circle 12 months later. We go, why are we're confused again? Why'd this happen? But again, she's going to the clay. She's going to the grass. Get through that. She's only going to be playing like 5 tournaments. You got Stuttgart, She's won. Madrid, she's won. Rome, she's won. Roland Garros, right? So that's what, four? So that's 4 tournaments, and then maybe two grass. She'll play Wimbledon, but she might play a warm-up, maybe. Bad on Berg, usually. So she's got 6 tournaments. I would be like, okay, those 6 tournaments, by the end of that Wimbledon, we look back and we go, okay, what do we do now? Because she might win the French and nobody's going to talk about this. Just like the rain. Nobody talked about the roof today. No roof today. Where's that roof? Nobody talked about that today. Because yesterday it was piss and rain and we're all like, where's the roof? Swiatek wins something nobody's going to be talking about today. She wins Stuttgart. We're all forgot about what happened today. Give the car to the coach, is what we'll say. You've got too many, Porsche. Give the car to the coach deserves the car. Give the car to Wim. You know how it works. Tennis is so... I'll tell you, though, I think Swiatek might not be a bad idea to go play Charleston. Try it. Maybe go play that. Unless she's playing Billie Jean King Cup, which then go play that. Don't play Charleston then. If she's playing Billie Jean King Cup, which she probably will, right? With Linette, which is kind of awkward. How awkward would that be? Sorry about Miami. Let's win for the team. She must be playing Billie Jean King Cup, right? Unless Poland's playing somewhere else. No, they're playing at home, so... Is she on the team? No, she's not playing. Ooh, weird. All right, so then don't play that. She's not playing that. Linette's the number 1. Well, she is. Maybe go play Linz. While the Billie Jean King Cup's on. Play that extra event. Who's playing Linz? Do we know? Probably Penko. Yeah, go play Linz. Alexandra Eala, Townsend, Raducanu, Ostapenko, Navarro, Eala. Why not? Just go play Linz. Get a wild card. Go play that. Swiatek should not press the panic button. I agree. People are going nuclear. Like, people are pressing the red buttons. Like, we need to relax. People are going nuclear with this. Nuclear option is fire everybody. Let's not do that yet. Let's just relax. Take a deep breath. This loss sucks, but... By the way, JSB, are you the biggest conspiracy theorist? Do you have any fact? Like, I feel like you come in here and just say the most off-the-wall shit. Don't think we didn't forget about what you said about WTA earlier. But like, you're just like, oh, I'm guessing that the internal struggle between Vicharovsky and Daria. Do you have any base on this? Like, bro, like, you're like, oh, it's a physio's fault. I have a feeling. Like, do you have any? Can you get some facts? Like, get something. Like, are you reading other people on the internet's opinion? You're like, oh, that sounds like right. Somebody online said it once. Somebody on Twitter said it. Oh, yeah, okay, because yeah, they're always right. Like, bro, like I just have a feeling. 3 people on Twitter said it. Okay, well, fuck, they're not right. I mean, they're right. Daria has an outside influence over Swiatek. Again, where is the evidence of this? Besides the fact she's been there for longer than most people in the camp. She's been there before Wim. That's the only base. A little bird told me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Twitter. Like, bro, like if you can point to a thing that says, oh yeah, Swiatek says the biggest influence in her team. She said that in an interview one time, that Daria was the biggest part of her team and she listens to her more than anyone. Like, read the Polish press as well. Okay, send it to me so then I can at least be educated. You call me clueless. If I'm so clueless, educate me. Send me the things. Send me the press, the Polish press that Swiatek is saying that Daria is the most important part of her team and she couldn't live without her. You send me that and you give me that. You educate me because I'm clueless, according to you. I don't know what I'm talking about. You are so smart. Please send me that. It's old news. Send me that. Well, I can't find it. No. Send me that. So then I can understand where you're coming from. And then we can all get educated because I'm clueless. I don't know what I'm talking about. You are smart. You're the Swiatek expert now. And I'm throwing it to you. You send me that shit and I'll read it. I can't find it. Because I feel like this whole, like, it's Daria's fault yeah, okay. We don't, I feel like it's so easy to be like, oh, yeah, well, it's a psychologist. Okay, and? Like, where is it? Like, it could be the physio's fault. You know what it could be? It could be Swiatek's fault. Has anybody thought about that? She's the one who hits the errors. Maybe it's her fault. Maybe everything's perfect outside and she can't execute. By the way, if you're firing the psychologist, are you getting a new one? Or are we just getting rid of one and then, like, she's just going to freewheel? She's going to hands off the wheel and just, like, see what happens. Let's go. Let's fly down this hill without steering. Like, what are we doing? Like, are we just firing? Are we replacing the psychologist, or are we getting rid of them completely? Like, what is the move? It's a Pilates teacher. Oh, we'll get rid of them. God, the bloody Pilates teacher. Yeah, that Pilates teacher's gone. Get him out of here. A lot of gossip on Twitter. Yeah, so so people are basing things off Twitter gossip. Cool. So we're firing people because of gossip. Yeah. Okay. Great. It's coming to this. We're basing things off gossip now. Okay. All right. Cool. So, yeah. So, fire the psychologist because of gossip. Okay. Cool. That's a good one. Or when somebody has some like actual facts about it, then we'll talk about it. But until then, we'll just we'll play TMZ, I guess. Anyways, I still don't know what the fuck just happened. So Swiatek plays Eala in a couple of days? Is that what happened? Is that what we're talking about? We're also learning from you too, Cam. We want to hear Polish. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that guy needs to send me all that shit so then I can read it, so then I can tell you guys what I've read. But I can't. Trust me, bro. Like, that doesn't work. Yeah, just trust me. I read it once. I read it somewhere on the internet, something. Like, if you can send me it, I'll read it, and I'll actually go, oh, so apparently this is happening. And then I can tell you guys. But I can't. I'm going to base it off a hunch from a chatter? The fuck you mean? Like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I read an article like 3 years ago. What? I don't know where it went. Like, what do you mean? Polish gossip. Like, what are we talking about? like, send me the gossip and I'll read it, and then I'll go, okay, that sounds... Trust me, bro. Anyways. Fonseca Alcaraz next in line to be attacked by the chat. Yeah. Fonseca about to be called overrated for losing to Alcaraz. Yeah, because how could he? How could he lose? Anyways, we're out of here. God, some people just coming in and just like, it was a clue. When he said clueless, when he called me clueless, that's what got me. When he called me clueless, that was it. I was like, oh. Like, up until then, I was like, all right. Say what you say. The clueless thing, that got me. Like, bro, you can call me a lot of things. Clueless ain't one of them. Yeah, that got me. That got me. We're going to ban that word. I hate that movie. That movie sucks. I hate that movie. How dare you remind me? Schedule came out. We're going to watch tennis tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to watch. Have some tea. I'm going to go for a run. Get out all this energy. Rage run. Yeah, I'm going to go a rage run. I'm going to run 10 kilometers as fast as possible. I'm going to rage run. Just running like... How dare you call me... All right. Thanks, chat. I'll see you tomorrow. Big day. What the hell just happened? Swiatek lost, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll wake up soon. 1-6, 7-5, 6-3. Linette wins. She beats Swiatek for the first time and plays Eala. Completely unexpected. But I love that for Linette. Probably the best win of her career in the last years of her career, because she is, over 30. She's 33, right? What a win. One of the best wins ever in her long career. And she's going to play Eala. We're going to watch that in a couple of days. I'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever happens. I think Fonseca's playing tomorrow.